Hey guys, welcome back to another REI Investor Spotlight. We got a really cool one here today because I'm actually the investor. Tanner behind the camera is an investor too. We partner on deals just like you. We are in real estate. We typically do a couple flips a year. We are here in Inverness, really close to Spain Park, but this house is zoned for Oak Mountain. It's actually one of the biggest rehabs we have ever done. Today, we're going to show you around the property and we're going to be authentic. We're going to tell you what we purchased it for, what our rehab is, and what we're going to list it for. And that's pretty unique. We feel like there's not a lot of content out there that tells you the details of real estate, how much it costs, what we're expecting, as we've demoed what we found, what we got to kind of change. So can't wait to show you around this property. So first thing you guys notice is we're on a cul-de-sac. Inverness, we're right next to the golf course. There's a lot of growth and tree removal we have to do. So limbing up all these crepe myrtles, we've got to do some major limb removal of the house. So basically, as we look at this, someone's going to come and purchase this flip. We know as a retail buyer, when you're going to come in here and probably spend $650,000, you want to walk up to your house and know it's there. So we're going to open this entire thing up, remove bushes, re-landscape, get the limbs off of the house so that when you come down this street, you're going to feel proud of the next house you own. So part of that being our ARV 650. We purchased this property for $315. We're going to put roughly $150 into it. Hard money cost, probably roughly $25,000, $30,000. So we're probably going to be all in right around $500,000. We're going to pay our realtor 6%. We're estimating anywhere from $75,000 to $90,000 profit. With a big house like that, you got to have a wide margin. This is not some, flip where you can go make 20. If we're going to invest a bunch of time and resources and money, there's got to be the profit margin there. So as we come down, Tanner, this sits on a hill. Again, we've got to clear everything out. All this brush will be gone. Sticker bushes up at the front, limbs around the house gone. The house will be painted. It's going to look awesome. This house is roughly 3,500 square feet. Right now, as it sits, it's a 4.5. So as we walk in, we know when you have a 3,500 square foot house, you need at least 3 bathrooms. So that's part of the scope of work. And figuring the layout of this house is somewhat difficult. As we come in, you have a dining room. You have another separate room there. Hardwood floors throughout. So on this is a main level, 3-story house. There's going to be hallway, half bath right here. Step down into your nice living area space. And this bad boy right here, this Toshiba, if anybody wants this thing, you let us know. It's free. The biggest kind of if here in the kitchen, and again, we're going to probably film multiple videos and this be a series to walk you through the whole project of this house. Right now, we just finished most of the demo. So we're probably 10 to 15% done. The biggest thing, cabinets is huge. We feel like we can save the top part. That's why you see that. The bottom parts came out. And again, this is the difference between having a new construction build versus a flip. Sometimes when you're walking the house, debating on what you should offer, what you think the rehab is, you've got to have some pretty major contingency. Because when we came in here, our goal was to save the bottom cabinets. Wasn't salvageable. Then on top of that, we had some subfloor that we have to replace. So that's part of what you've got to account for as we look at this. Another thing is, weirdly enough, this is an 80s built house. You have the washer, dryer, laundry room right here in the kitchen. That's going. We're moving that downstairs. Right here, this entire wall is going to be removed. It is a support wall, so we got to come back with a beam, but it's going to open it out into this entire living room area. So it's going to be pretty great. Another thing, as we look at this, you go, hey, as you think about living here and doing kitchen, imagine yourself living in here. Well, we have to leave this pantry here. Otherwise, we would blow out this entire wall. There's got to be enough space for people to store foods and it be functional. We think that just opening it up right here is going to be plenty enough for what we need to do. What's cool about this house, and we'll go right back out here, is that there's this add-on. That's super nice. People are going to love it. And this is what real estate is. Look at this demo. But it's an awesome room. You can see out into the woods. So this backyard is great. It's heavily wooded, beautiful nature. A couple things here that like Tanner and I walked this property beforehand and before we shot this video. So we're thinking, okay, hey, there's a couple things in this room that we've got to account for. There's a window unit. So you don't have central HVAC in this room. The previous owner used a window unit. We know for the quality of house that we're not going to have a window unit. So we have electrical here. Part of what we're trying to figure out today is where we could fit in central HVACs that run into the floor vents. Are we going through the exterior wall? Do we put in a nice mini split? But that's something that has to take care of. So the previous owner added this on. What's cool is we're going to leave this accent wall here, be exposed brick. This is this nice sunroom. You have skylights here that are also a blessing and a curse that we're accounting for. But coming back in here, making this nice. This room, we're going to do a little bit kind of extra stuff. There may be some accent walls that we continue to make this room lively. Now, as we kind of come back into the living room, nothing major here. This is just flooring, paint, cleanup. And again, we're still on this TV, so don't miss out. As we walk up here, there's 3 bedrooms up on this main floor. Actually 4, sorry. All the bedrooms are on this main floor. So as we go up here, we go, all right, right now there's 2 full-size bathrooms. As you come in here, there's a bedroom right there and a bedroom right there. As you walk into this room, we know that most likely a family is going to purchase this house. There's a stand-up old 80s shower. That's going. We're coming back in with a tub. We got to reconfigure this little box, but coming back in with a tub because we know a family's going to get it, and that's highly important. I'm not going to walk you through every room, but this is the master. There's 2 closets here. Tanner and I were talking before, like, do we kind of, move stuff around to make things happen? We're little hands are tied, but what we're going to do, this right now is like a Jack and Jill, which is odd because it's a master. This wall is going to be closed off. Come back in here with double vanity. Blow this section of the wall out. Make a nice tiled shower for the master. So not a whole lot that we can do up here as we were walking around, but just to show you what we were thinking. What's the most interesting about this house is watch your step coming down here. And Tanner, if I'm missing anything, let me know. But basically, we have to figure out where we're going to put that 3rd bathroom. That's been the most, in the question thing on our minds. So as we come down here, there's a bonus room. It's a 2-car garage and a bonus room. So let's first show you the bonus room. As we're in here, that door goes out to the exterior. We have a 2-car garage, which right now you could fit probably 3 cars in it. But right above us is where that washer and dryer hookup was in the kitchen. We have everything that we need here to move it downstairs. The vents, the plumbing. So what we're going to do is move it down here, make a nice laundry area down here, get that out of the kitchen. The question is, hey, do we put a bathroom somehow in this corner or maybe blow out this wall a little bit? So it may be here, or if you follow me around here, it may be a little dark, but you guys just imagine. We may tie in the bathroom over here because there's some plumbing stuff going on right here. That's just, another TV for sale. Y'all let us know if you want it. But yeah, that's kind of what we're thinking. So either bathroom right here or bathroom over there. We want to show you this backyard real quick as we wrap up the video because it's truly awesome. It's a wide lot that kind of starts narrow at the front of the street and goes wide on the back. As we come out here, super nice patio. It's extremely quiet. So again, a lot of what we have to do here is just clean up. Trees are gone. Open this up. You can see everything out there. We're most likely going to bust this brick wall up so you can easily walk to the backyard. Another thing would be the deck right here. There's not a lot of decking that comes off that sunroom. But all we have to do is just replace these stairs and clean it up. And again, this is 10, 15% of the way done. But you can kind of see what we got going on here. Here with Tanner, we just walked through the Flip property and we wanted to continue the conversation and talk more about the details of what stage we're in the rehab and how we think about that process and when to make change orders and all that. So Tanner has headed up this project a little bit more than me. So he's dealing with the contractor. So he has a little bit more insight that he wanted to share with you guys about what we do, man.
That's right. Yeah. So Parker and I split it up, kind of how we approach certain properties. He's in Tuscaloosa, I'm in Birmingham. So this one happens to be located closer to me. So I'm kind of headed up that project. But right now is a fun stage in the renovation because we're getting all those questions answered. So what does that mean? So we start, before we buy this project, we do a lot of planning. We meet with the contractors. We make plans for the renovation. We get a budget together. We do all that stuff, and all of it sounds great. But at the end of the day, most of it's a guess. It's a quoted guess, so there's not as much risk in it. But again, it's still a guess. We don't have all the information. So what that means for our pocket is we got to have a little extra padding to make sure this renovation is going to flip. We're going to be conservative on all of our numbers. We're going to take a lot of worst case scenarios, and we're going to operate off that. Now, once we close, we can actually start getting into this and start understanding a little bit further down that path. What that means is demo. Demo is such an important stage. It's great because there's no materials. It's really just getting bodies on site and just tearing stuff down. That doesn't take a lot of time. What it does is it shows you everything in the property. We're doing a rehab. We're doing a renovation, which means there's things in this house that we just can't confirm because it's behind a wall. It's underneath the flooring, stuff like that. And we ran into several of those situations on this property. But the great thing is now that it's all open, we can make those final decisions. So Parker and I have been walking and figuring out the final floor plan, where we're going to place toilets, how we're going to arrange things, all those kinds of things, so that we can go back to the contractor and now say, hey, now we know what the property's condition is. This is what we actually really want to lock in. Let's start material orders and finishing this property. How that helps us is we don't have to have as much money set aside, basically. There's not as much risk. We've offset our risk with knowledge. Yeah. So this is a really important step in the renovation process. And it's also a really important step to come to the house and actually see it when things are opened up. Get with your contractor fast, make those decisions, and then just let them run until the end of the project.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's great insight, man. And I want to kind of shift gears a little bit too and talk about partnerships. So whether you're investing yourself or you've teamed up with someone, Tanner and I have teamed up for like over 5 years now. We work together and then we do projects on the side. There's a skill set that we each bring to the table, but also we have really good communication skills. Very blessed to have you in my life. So Tanner has a background of managing contractors. So he's got a skill set and eye for detail that I just necessarily don't have. I'm shipbuilding, any type guy, look at numbers. But before that, like, we intensely looked at this deal from all different types of angles. So to share with you guys, as you're looking at a deal, the wholesaler was saying that it was an $800,000 ARV.
800 ARV, 400 purchase price, what he was asking, 50K renovation. Yeah. Classic wholesaler.
Yeah. And so I would encourage you guys, like, we dived into it and we first settled at a 700 ARV. And then we were like,
we got deeper. We hedged our risk. We looked deeper. We got with realtors to give us CMAs from qualified realtors.
That's right. And then we still don't think it's a 700 ARV. We think it's more 650. So to the wholesaler, and he was asking 400. We initially offered 300. We're just like,
we didn't think we were getting this deal.
We didn't think we were getting it at all. So I would encourage you, like, don't be afraid to offer low. Don't shave your numbers to try to get a deal. Yeah. This deal, we actually were like saying no to multiple times. And all of a sudden the wholesaler started getting more negotiable, to the point where we said, okay, we can make this work on a 315 purchase price. And we ended up getting it. So stick with your numbers. Don't hedge numbers because you're trying to get a deal. Number two, if you're doing real estate by yourself, build that team around you and get people on that team that don't have your skill set. Tanner and I, we have a lot of similar skill sets. We have different personalities, but we each bring something a little bit different to the table. So I encourage you to think about all those things as you're diving into projects.
Yeah. I'm really glad you said that. Parker brings a lot to the table. So do I. But what we do is we look at it from a different lens almost. Yeah. But when we finally agree, after a lot of pushing and pulling, which is sometimes what it takes, the answer we come to is much stronger than if we did it individually. That's right, so a partner can be very beneficial. So I'm super glad to have my best friend here working with me. It's a Saturday, looking at our investment and hanging out. I mean, this is just great. And this is something that real estate's provided for us that if I stayed where I was 5 years ago, I would never have this freedom. Yeah. So
that's right, man.
It's a great thing, man. I'm stoked. This is just great. Yeah. So,
well, we appreciate you guys and, continue to follow us. Our plan is to film probably 2 or 3 more videos to take you along the journey of this project and just being open and transparent. So stick with us, guys. We'll bring you some more content here shortly.
Absolutely. And if there's things you want to know about how we're thinking about it, or kind of next steps or questions we didn't answer, please just comment and ask them. We'll look at them. We'll try to get them in the next video. This is meant to be a source. So reach out, ask questions.
Thanks, guys. See ya. And again, if you have any questions or comments in this video, let us know. We're going to bring you multiple videos. But again, what we want to do is bring you real content, tell you real numbers. 315 purchase price, 150-ish rehab, 650 ARV. $25,000 to $30,000 of holding costs, all in for around $500. Sells for $650, pay 30, 40 grand in commissions, and hopefully make 70 to 95, something like that. But our guys funding this for us. We're borrowers just like you, so appreciate you walking around this video with me, and we'll bring you more content just like this. Thanks, guys.